Hey guys, it's Andy
And Tom,
from Wapeach.com, and this week we have a brand new segment. Let's talk about it.
this week, our very first independent content, and we are bringing you the latest and greatest, and possibly old stuff too, in independent content, and that could be maps, mods, games, pretty much anything that's independently made, from the big companies. And there's a lot of really cool stuff out there. And what we're looking at this week is one of our favorite, independently made things. It's a map for Jedi Knight 2 called Exploration.
And when he says R, we literally mean R. We must have wasted countless hours of our time on this map. There's just so many things to do, and it's very true to the name. It truly is exploration, and the whole atmosphere, the music, the textures, the layout, everything about it is just such a strange, diverse, really weird world that really could be a whole world for another game in itself. Um, it's just so diverse and so amazing and so beautiful. Like my hats, you know, tip my hat to the developer on this one because it's fantastic. You're playing in a lower resolution though, aren't you? 'Cause the textures don't look quite that great.
Yeah, I am. I just installed JK2 again not too long ago. It's one of those games you have installed forever, and then you get rid of it, and then, for this feature, I installed it again. And the map is about 3 years old, made by a guy named Acrobat. So most maps kind of try to replicate something from, the Star Wars universe, like, we're gonna do Naboo or Tatooine or something like that. But this guy decided to kind of make his own thing, which is really cool. And it's maybe not the best map from like saber duels and stuff. It's more focused on what the name says.
Exploration. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, the map, the atmosphere of it, it's not entirely a Star Wars map, but it does make me think of like a Jedi temple mixed with like Hogwarts from Harry Potter. Like it's with a large tunnel. My favorite thing about this was me and Tom finally found this little underground tunnel water thing. We didn't really know where we were going. So you see above there how we just stopped for air? We didn't know that was there. So we were trying to make it in like one run, and like Tom got up to the air, but he didn't move, so I couldn't get up to the air. And it was so bad, like I started to turn around and swim, and then he saw me die. It was just like so epic after spending, 30 minutes finding new locations in this map that I died because Tom would not move.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those games you don't spend a whole lot of time in the water, so you kind of forget you can die if you don't come up for air,
Yeah, that is true. You don't. Usually the water is lava in the Star Wars games.
right?
So I don't know. I'm really just such a big fan of this map. The game's great and all. Don't get me wrong, but you know what? When me and Tom think back on it, we never really played the game. We always just found cool maps and secrets in the game.
Yeah, there's such a rich like mod and map community around this that you could never play the game and just kind of mess around with the mods and the maps and still have a ton of fun.
Yeah, and again, this map is just so well designed and laid out. It could really play part into like a single player story mode.
Mm.
There are mods that are single player campaigns that are pretty cool for a lot of games. So this is definitely something worth checking out. And I'm hoping in the future we'll do more games like Unreal Tournament. Look at those mods because there's a
Totally.
lot. Um,
Something
but
else we're
yeah,
gonna have to
back.
look at for this is I remember the Force mod.
Mhm.
You can do
It
like
gave you basically everything that Jedi Knight Academy had into
yeah,
Jedi
there's like
Outcast. But
mercenaries and stuff, but a lot of like what you're seeing right now is there's a huge I guess cavernous thing you could call it, and you could spend hours trying to climb up there if you didn't know what to do. And that's pretty much what this map was based around, like environmental challenges, like
and that is
climbing
pretty
up
much what we
walls and
did. We did
mm,
spend hours trying to figure out how to get up there. And then when we finally figured out it was the easiest thing in the world.
yeah, it's kind of like a little glitch you have to do where you can climb up walls, but it's still very cool. And there's just this map is filled with tons of little cool things to explore like that, hidden rooms, secrets, stuff like that.
And it's fun. I mean, like it's really fun when you have a group because we played with a couple of our friends and like, the first time we brought them in, it felt like a high school club. Like, hey, but you can't get up these walls, and they saw us do it in like 2 seconds, and they were like, "Whoa!"
Hmm.
It's just really good time, a lot of fun to have. If we ever do like a Wapeach online meetup, I think Jedi Knight would be one of the games to do it with because you can get it for $10 at Walmart, and the mods are great.
Yeah, that's another thing these maps and mods are really good for. It's like, okay, we're gonna take the basic game engine and maybe add some different kind of games to it, like let's see if you can like you could just play tag with sabers, like okay, hit me with a saber and then run across the map or hide and seek, all kinds of stuff. Like you just invent your own game pretty much, and the
It's
maps
really fun.
are good for that.
I think I'm really looking forward to this series. It's probably going to be, more of a favorite than mine than even Secrets, just because there's such a large, variety of things we can look at for different games. It's like we don't have to do Jedi Knight just once. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? There's tons of stuff, and the cool thing about the mods is like Tom and I recreated like our favorite scenes from the movies and stuff like that a lot, just for fun. It felt like very like a sandbox action figure environment for us, and
Mhm.
it was just really good times. I remember really specifically we I would be Darth Maul and you would be like Qui-Gon Jinn, and we would fight through the Duel of the Fates map,
Mhm.
just like in the movie, and then our buddy needs to come on as Obi-Wan. It'd just be really fun. Like I felt like I was a little kid playing with action figures. It was great.
This section you were just looking at, there's a hole you can create in the ground, and you go in there, and there's a whole little set of challenges to try to get across this little chasm, which is really cool. There's so much stuff in this map, I didn't even have enough time to fit it in this video, so it's
And
only
I
20
remember we got to
megabytes.
a point where we got so frustrated with this map where we used mods and cheats just to find new stuff because
Yeah,
there was
just to see what the rest of it looked like, because we didn't have the skill to really explore it all. So it's on the JK2 Files website. It's only like 20 megabytes, so if you have this game, download it. You have a lot of fun.
awesome. All right, guys, head over to wapeach.com. Look for more indie mods, secrets, and retro cuts. We'll see you guys later. Take care.